This, my friends, is footage from my latest car accessory and dash cam video. This is the latest Z-Edge dash cam, the T4. I got it off Amazon. You'll find a link in the description below this video for about $169. Not too shabby. Today, I'm going to do an unboxing and demo for you to see how this works. The T4 features include full HD 1920 by 1080p dual recording front and back, a 4-inch LCD color touchscreen, up to 155-degree wide-angle lens on both the front and back, dual lenses for simultaneously front and rear recording, a built-in G sensor, motion detection, parking mode, and it records audio. So when you get your shipment in from Amazon, this is the box it'll come in, and here are all your tasty ingredients to make yourself a dash cam video casserole. Here's our main attraction. This is the 4-inch screen, which gets you 155 degrees of footage. And this is the back camera that mounts to the back windshield. And this cable here is going to run alongside the edges of your car. I'll show you a little bit of that right here. This cable can plug into the main display, and then they give you this cigarette lighter adapter, and this is what seems to work the best. Once you plug it into here, the USB, and plug it into the cigarette adapter, then it'll charge up and start immediately and start recording. I did try it in a normal USB and it did not read the device, so you probably want to use this to make it work. This is the suction cup that you put in the top of the front mounting camera, and then you'll mount this on the front windshield. They give you this little orange device here to snug your cable along the edges of the car itself. And for your cable management, this bag of plastic hooks with stick 'em on the back. So first things first, I take this mount here and I pop it into the top, and you can see that it fits into a spot. You'll maybe hear a click. It's clicked in, and this rotates here. And then you suction cup that on the windshield and then mount it somewhere in the center, not in your line of sight obviously. And then you just turn this and it snaps into place. Little suction here just turns into place like a GoPro. They give you two different lengths cables for the front camera, and they both fit into the camera. One you can plug into your computer, the other one you can plug into your camera, or vice versa. Depends on how much length you need. I'm just going to use the short one here, and it's pretty easy to figure out where it goes. You'll see the word USB right there. Put the cable in here and put this cable into this adapter, and then plug that into your car and it'll start up automatically. The rear camera has a much longer cable because you're obviously wrapping around the entire car, and it goes into this slot here. You'll know the difference because it's a bigger slot for this attachment. Now on the surface, this looks like a very messy situation here, a big setup. But once you mount this onto the front windshield, you'll see how you can move these cables around to the side of your car and go to the back. That's the only downside of this setup here, is the long cables and using this device to slide it into the edges of your car. Other than that, once it's hooked up, it's good to go. Here on the left-hand side, you'll see your power button. Hold that down for a couple of seconds. Here is where you put your 32 gig SD card, which they do provide for you. And if you want to put it into a different device to upload to your computer, you can just pop it out. Otherwise, just leave it right there. And then when you plug in your USB to your computer, it'll start reading this as a new device. So let's go ahead and turn it on, and I'll kind of go through some of the steps for you. So it's already recording, as you see up here on the left-hand side with those. Now I'm going to just tap the screen, and those 9 dots are the menu. So it shows you different video resolutions, playback options, photo capture, anything you may have taken photos of. The looping, I put it on the 5-minute loops. Settings, now there's 3 pages here. Go through and set up your day and time. Date stamp. Parking mode, device to automatically turned off, frequency, you can set your ID, exposure, format the card once you get it. G sensor, this will, if you have this on, if the car gets bumped while you're gone, it'll start recording. Obviously startup chimes, default, screen, you can have the screen turn off after so many minutes. And then motion detection, have it on or off. I have it on. Pressing record. Now here on the left-hand side, these are the different drive modes in a way. If you want to use the drive, it's for everyday driving. Optimizes recording settings for regular use. The Scenic is for longer video clips for easier post-processing. Park obviously is when the vehicle is parked. It increases G-sensor sensitivity and optimizes battery efficiency. WDR stands for Wide Dynamic Range Technology, compensates for extreme light and dark spots, balances exposure, and produces a clear image. That feature is really helpful when you're driving at night. If you were to get in an accident and you want to have that recorded, hit that lock button and that'll save that video clip so it won't get deleted or destroyed. It does have a microphone, which is kind of cool because you can hear conversations or maybe the radio if you wanted that. You can put that on or off and have it off there. Photo capture, take a picture of whatever on screen. And then this one right here, the moon, night mode. So you don't have to have that screen lit when you're driving. Here's kind of a cool angle to show you both camera angles at once. This is a picture-in-picture. You can set it to have just a front or just the back or picture-in-picture. But here in the house, you can see what it looks like if I'm moving around the rear camera, and this is the front camera. I think what stands out to me when I'm looking at the footage is how clear it is. It's so clear you can see license plates on the vehicles in front of you and behind you, which I think can be a great safety feature in case there is an accident or maybe someone accuses you of doing something illegal while you're driving. You have the evidence with this camera system because you have a front view as well as a back view. One of the downsides is the setup and then stringing the cable around the edges of your car. But once that's set up, you're good to go. I think it's one of those no-brainers. You have the footage if you want it. And for the people who want to go on road trips and enjoy some of the scenery and look back where they were, that's kind of cool. But all in all, I think it might be one of those safety devices that you install in your car. For 170 bucks, it's a nice peace of mind. Again, there's a link in the description below. I think the footage speaks for itself, and it's a good quality item as well. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Adios.